So, hello Ankit. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
So, tell me something about yourself.
Sir, my name is Ankit Pandey. I am from Dinagat Hotel. I am currently pursuing my internship from Crossfield.
How do you debug a JavaScript code?
There are so many type of debug in JavaScript. Identify a problems and a console.log and a check to write to code a line to line.
Okay. What is the difference between function declaration and function expression?
Okay. Function declaration firstly use function keyword, then clear parenthesis and start curly braces, and inside the curly braces what about what you want to write the code, and then function the call. Function expression means that function store any function store any variable, then start a function keyword and parentheses and start curly braces, and inside the function write the code what you want to, and call then call.
Okay. Pranku, tell me how to debug a JavaScript code.
So to identify the debugs in JavaScript code, uh, debugs are normally either normal in the code when I start writing a code. To identify the debug, to check the in console.log, and
What is the purpose of debugging?
main the purpose of debugging to check the code flexibility, to check either in any code have any error of error in your code, by checking to check console.log we can check the error of my code.
What are the ways to adding a JavaScript code in HTML file?
There are two mainly ways to adding JavaScript code in HTML file. First, internal uh, in, internal JavaScript, and second, external JavaScript.
Okay. What are the difference between function declaration and function expression?
The major difference between function declaration, function declaration have a function name, and they do not require any variable assignment. And the function declaration they stand alone. And whereas I start about function expression, the function expression have don't does not have any function name. They assign in a variables. And it is a major difference between function declaration and function expressions.
What are the ways to adding a JavaScript code in HTML file, Ankit?
There are mainly three types: internal, external, inline, internal, and external.
Repeat again.
Inline script and internal and external.
How to write inline script?
When we use script tag and any create a button, then we use inside the button inline styles and hide with any extra.
What do you understand about cookies?
Cookies store a data small text of file, and in the collection is collection of data in British website, server side and the client side.
Repeat again.
Cookies store data is small text file on our computers. Yes.
How much capacity have a cookies to store a data? Like how much storage capacity of cookies?
Sir, 4 KB.
4
KB. I
You clear or not?
Sir, clear 4 KB.
4 KB.
Yes.
How do you create cookies?
First we document actually document on the right and equally start start a comma and a username and a item name and a item like a milk bread.
What do you understand about cookies, Pramshu?
Yes, sir. So cookies are
Cookies are
basically a storage
storage
facility of web browser. It
browser.
helps to
It
store a
helps to
web
store
browser
a
on
web
the
browser on the
web storage on the web browser, and it provides a statement of the local facility and on the client storage storage facility.
How do you create cookies?
Cookies can be created like document.cookies is equal to in the string of any variables we can give like username.
How do you delete cookies?
Sorry.
How would you delete cookies?
Uh, we can delete cookies. We can give the past time of past. We can give past time in the cookies that we have username, and we can give UTC past time. Like the
If I give a IST time, so it is deleted or not?
sorry.
If I give a, if I do not give a UTC time, so I give IST time. It is work or not?
Sir, I have not confirmed it is working or not, but I have one knowledge of how to delete cookies. So we can give a past time of.
Okay. How do you read cookies?
We can read cookies. We can see let variable names and the is equal to document dot cookies.
Ankit, what is the difference between let and where?
Let's either represent a local scope and block of scope. Let it declare we assign a value but not declare value. Where is a represent a global scope. Where the assign value and declare value.
Repeat again.
Let a represent a block of scope and let a declare value. Let a reassign a value but not a declare value. Where represent a global of scope and where declare value and reassign value.
What are the closures in JavaScript?
Closure.
Yes.
Closure is the
Combination
combination
of
functions and accessibility that surrounding us is that surrounding lexical environment in our code, and they provides us to surround each our surrounding state in the closure functions.
Tell me one example of closure function. Explain any code.
If we can create any functions, and inside the function we can access to our code, and inside the functions, and at last we can call the function.
Ankit, what is closure?
Closure function are of form of lexical scoping, and if a closure function is created to function, outside function and inside function. Outside the function is declare a variable and get the variable get the result in variable inside the function. So in this case,
गर्दन सीधी करो.
closure.
गर्दन सीधी करो. और बताओ. इतना थोड़ी ना होता है.
arrow function in JavaScript, arrow function is similar to a normal function, and where we can access to create any latest version in ES6 version. We can use arrow function is normal, but arrow function assigned any variables, whereas as compared to a normal functions.
How many ways to
Yes.
access HTML element in Java?
There are various ways to access HTML element in JavaScript. First, get element by ID, and second, get element by class name. Third, get any element by tag name, and and we can also change get CSS styles, get element by styles.
Good afternoon, Ramesh. So tell me something about yourself.
My name is Ramesh. Basically, I am from Patna, Madhya Pradesh. I had completed
Speak loudly.
I had completed
Speak more loudly.
I had completed graduation competition for Hyderabad, but currently pursuing internship for skill activity.
How would you create? How do you create array in JavaScript?
Create in a slice and square bracket and then put data in square bracket inside square bracket.
अच्छे तो बोलो मुझे लगना चाहिए तुम बता रहे हो ऐसे बता रहे हो जैसे हारे कैमरे में देखो अच्छे से फिर मुझे बताओ कि तुम तेरे को कैसे
Firstly, I initialize to array and use to curly bracket, square bracket. Then we use to put inside to data.
how do you create an object
Create an object in object initialize to use to curly bracket. Then put inside to data like name, age, city. Then uh, curly bracket close and you document dot write your console dot log and dot
inside the object you can store the boolean value or not what is object
object is a collection of data
it's like collection
like string, number.
what is object
Sure. Object is a collection of properties. If you want to declare a key value there in the inside the object, so this is the object. No, sir. I can't hold to the any boolean value. What is the closure in JavaScript? So talking about the closure function, so closure function is a function. What was that before we were using any other language like Java and C? So we hadn't any lexical environment. But talking about the closure function, so we have opportunities to use lexical environment. And as we declared two functions, so when we call to the second function, so we are getting to retaining value. But what was that before time? We were not getting to the retaining value. So in that time we are getting to retaining value. So this is the beauty of closure function because we are getting to retaining value when we call to the second function. Firstly, uh, we have to declare the outer function. Then as we have to declare the var a equal to 10 and then we have to declare second inner function then we can access to the particular variable whatever you declared inside the function outside of the inner function. No, we can't access because inside the inner function if we are wanting to access any variable, so at that time we can access. But we want to use, we want to access whatever you declared inside the inner function, so we can't access outside the inner function.
What are the arrow function in Java?
Arrow function is a function that is the more concise, that is the more short syntax as compared to the another function. And if you are using arrow function, so you don't need to use any function keywords. So this is the more advantage of the arrow function.
What do you understand about cookies?
Cookies. Okay. Talking about the cookies, so cookies is the collection of storage data. And suppose we are using any type of website like Flipkart, Amazon, and we are using on your computer any type of website, whatever you want to use and whatever you want to do on any website like Flipkart, Amazon. So when we are scrolling to a particular product, so it automatically it saves when we do open your on your computer to the second time, so automatically it saves because because we have uh, okay sir, so that's it.
What is this? To what is this keyword?
Java script is a scripting language that is mostly used to front-end language compared to feature of JavaScript compared to other language. Uh, JavaScript is easy to learn and support to browser and client side validation in JavaScript and object oriented language in JavaScript that is feature of
What are the various data types that exist in JavaScript?
there are two types of data types, primitive data types and non-primitive data types. I am talking about two primitive data types. Primitive data types store a single data type, store single data, and that is called primitive data types. Primitive data types mainly six types of. Firstly, string, number, boolean, undefined, null, and the non-primitive data type is storing multiple data. Like there are three mainly there are using three types of data.
स्क्रिप्ट कैमरे को सोचना है तो उनके कैमरे को भी देखते हैं अभी जिस पोजीशन में सेम ऐसे ही आँख अब ऊपर नहीं होगी
Primitive data types, there are three types, mostly used to three types of primitive data types, object, array, and function.
what are the name the five string
First, uppercase to uppercase, lowercase, and can string, length, and
what will do contact
contact method is a join to two variables. Yes.
check on variable
like string, number.
What will do film method?
Trim method is the remove to white space in and
What are the ways to
Sir, there are especially two types of access to the HTML element. First, I would like to say this point. mm, Query selector all through the query selector all we can access to the HTML element, and on the other hand, we with the help of ID, with the help of class, with the help of document.get element by ID. So through these things, we can access to the HTML element. So talking about the let, what is the difference between let, const and where? So talking about the letter, so we can't declare and we can reassign. Talking about the let and talking about the where, so we can declare and we can reassign. And talking about the const, so we can't declare and as well as we can't reassign. And these are three keywords. So there are many scopes talking about the where, let, and const. Talking about the where, so it is a global scope, and talking about the let, so within the block scope, as well as within the block function scope. And talking about the const, so it is a block scope. There are mainly three ways to declare variable. First, where a, second, let a, and third, const whatever you want. So you can give A, B, C, D, E, X, Y, Z. Hmm? Yes, sir, I don't know. Sorry. Yes. Firstly, you have to declare document or cookies and whatever you want. So you can give name, and then we can use to the cookies. How do you? Okay, so firstly you have to declare document dot cookies, and as well as you have to give a path. You have to mention path. So with the help of a path, we can delete to the cookies. There are mainly three ways to declare a JavaScript method in the inside the HTML page. So with the help inside the script tag, we can declare to the JavaScript code. So it is also known embedded line. And on the other hand, you can take another file. So in the another file, you can access to the JavaScript code.
How do you debug a JavaScript code?
Okay, talking about the how do you debug error in the JavaScript. So firstly, we have to find out what is the error and what is the not error, and with the help of console.log, we can search about it, and uh, uh, we have to know about it, identify the error. So firstly, we have to go step to step, then as we will get result on the console. So with the help of document.write, with the help of console. So if you want to find out any types of errors in that time, you can use debugging. Okay, thank you.